Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Night Songs of Faith, or Songs of Faith Sunday, rather. I got the title wrong to my own show. So excited that you decided to join us tonight. We are extra thrilled tonight because there's a room full of beautiful people here. Give yourselves a round of applause. It's always so exciting when we can, when I have people to sing to, it's like a whole different experience. But we've just spent a half an hour just sort of getting relaxed and kind of ready to hear some music. Thank you guys again, those of you at home who are watching on Facebook or on YouTube. So grateful for you. We're going to start off the evening here with I was just sitting, it was around 12 o'clock this afternoon, and I was sitting in the breezeway of our house, and it sounds really cool in there. And I just screamed, Gracie and Emmy, get in here. And they're, they sort of poke their heads in. Oh. Yep, it was just like that. And I said, you guys get in here. I said, I have this song I want to sing with you guys tonight. And they did, and it was just the sweetest sound I ever heard in my whole life. And I was like, all right, you guys have to do that with me tonight. So I'm going to introduce my girls, Gracie and Emmy. What's that? Yeah, both first. Okay. All right. All right.
Okay.
Your mic working? Yep.
Yep.
Is working?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think we're ready. We good, babe? I did it wrong.
I guess we start with the beginning.
You want to just start with the beginning like we were doing before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to do it the other way.
Okay.
We're all friends here.
Yeah, we're all friends. 2,
3, 4. By my window on a cold and cloudy day, when I saw that hearse come rolling for to take my mother away. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by Undertaker, please drive slow, for that lady you are carrying, Lord, I hate to see her go. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better behind her, tried to hold up and be brave, but I could not hide my sorrow when they laid her in the grave. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. I went back home, home was lonesome, missed my mother, she was gone. All my brothers, sisters crying, what a home so sad and lone. But will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? Bitter home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Sing with us. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. In the sky. In the sky, Lord, in the sky. One more time. In the sky, Lord, in the sky. Very good.
Aw, thank you, Dada.
All right. All right, Emmy, you are dismissed. I'm going to do one with your sister.
Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Bye.
All right, now, so, I mean, as a father, to get to do that, I can't even. How you feeling? You
Good.
feeling good? So this song is interesting. You know, on Songs of Faith Night, there's a couple of things I try to do. One of them is sometimes it's just about playing gospel songs that I love, that connect me, the kind of music that connects me with God. You know, and one of the things that I love is just looking into things that maybe I hadn't seen God in before and discovering him, you know? And this song did that for me just the other day. I was playing this song just for fun, and for the first time I thought about it in the context of a relationship with Jesus. And it just sort of made the hair on the back of my neck stand up when I thought about it that way. And I thought, well, boy, I wish I could hear the harmony on that. And then this one, who can harmonize with anything, she just sort of, she wandered in and made such a beautiful noise that I just couldn't resist it. So here's a little, this is an interesting one for us. But you just take a moment when I play this and just think about it in that context, in the context of Jesus. There's a world where I can go and tell my secrets to. In my room,
my room. In this world I lock out all my worries and my fears in my room. In my room. Do my dreaming and my scheming lie awake and pray. Do my sighing and my crying laugh at yesterday. Now it's dark and I'm alone, but I won't be afraid in my room. In my room. In my room. In my
Nicely done, baby.
Thanks, Dada.
All right. We'll see you later. Pound it.
Oh, what's that? 1 second.
I know you were
I
taken
thought you were
aback by
showing
the
off your
size of the ring.
For a second, I thought you were like showing me your ring.
I'm always showing the ring. I've got a song that I would like to sing to celebrate. This is for Don and Kathy Sennett for their anniversary. You looked startled. Did I do something wrong? Every once in a while, I look
Nothing
up.
wrong.
You know, I forgot to introduce my beautiful wife, Carrie,
It's.
tonight.
I'm getting used to it now, honestly.
All right. Anyway, this is just a beautiful song, the wedding song by Paul Stuckey here. I'm just gonna try it on this guitar because it's in my hand. He is now to be among you at the calling of your hearts. Rest assured this troubadour is acting on his part. The union of your spirits here has caused him to remain. For whenever two or more of you are gathered in his name, there is love. There is love. shall travel on to where two shall be as one, as it was in the beginning, is now and to the end. Woman draws her life from man and gives it back again. There is love. There is love. Well, then what's to be the reason for becoming man and wife? Is it love that brings you here, or love that brings you life? For if loving is the answer, then who's the giving for? Do you believe in something that you've never seen before? There is love. There is love. He is now to be among you at the calling of your hearts. Rest assured, this troubadour is acting on his part. Marriage of your spirits here has caused him to remain. For whenever two or more of you are gathered in his name, there is love. There is love. Thank you. Thank you very much. So happy anniversary, Don and Kathy. Thank you so much for watching and all your support. And it's the only problem with an old guitar is it's grumpy. Come on. You know, so I do a lot of, like I said, a lot of sort of very specifically Christ-driven music. And I was thinking about it in the context of some of the other songs that I play that might not necessarily mention Jesus specifically. And I was thinking, well, are those songs of faith or not? And I suppose there's certain ones that just aren't. But then I thought, Carrie and I talk a lot about this, about like the direction that some contemporary Christian music has gone, and what sort of passes for worship music. And at some point, Carrie was studying Hebrew, I remember, and because when you have a wife who's just for fun is studying Hebrew, it's pretty cool. And I just remember that. And I remember there was a conversation that happened where we talked about one of the translations for the Hebrew in the Hebrew worship, one of the translations was work. And I thought that resonated with me. The work of our hands. If we offer it all up to God, if we give Him all of it, And I thought, so if every song I play, I just offer it up to Him, it's yours, and let it celebrate you, and let it celebrate, the people that I love, maybe the person who wanted to hear it, And I found that to be such a freeing. Now I love singing the songs that are specifically about Jesus, but it made me excited to know that I could offer all of it to Him, and all the time. And so, because occasionally I'll sing a song and I'll be like, well, I don't know. I feel like I want to sing this on a Song of Faith night, but it's not necessarily a song of faith, I guess. And then, interestingly, I always find within it that there ends up being a message that is she'll get there. So I'm going to sing this song because one of my dear, dear, dear people in my life, who's sitting at this table right here, is having a birthday tomorrow. And I was able to sing this next song for you on your birthday several years ago. Actually, well, I did last year, but the first time I did it was when was that? When at your surprise party? When was that? How long ago was that? Yeah, it's probably 4 years ago. So this has always sort of meant something very special to me. And so I want to sing this to you, and just really wish you God's blessings for the year to come.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land I heard of once in a lullaby. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, the skies are blue. In the dreams dare to dream do come true. Oh, someday I'll wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, troubles melt like lemon drops high above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why can't I? me, and troubles melt like lemon drops high above the chimney tops. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, and oh, they fly now. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why can't I? Why, oh, why can't I?
Happy birthday, my dear. I got to see like sort of the incomparable Don Potter. You guys familiar with Don Potter? And he's sort of somebody that I sort of look to as an inspiration musically, and as a man of faith, sort of integrating that with his music. And I love, he just never does a song anywhere close to the same way twice. And when he does an amazing version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and it's very abstract, and he just sort of rides the spirit of the moment. And you know, songs like that are just wonderful. It's wonderful canvases, you know, that you can paint on as a singer and a songwriter. So I hope everybody out there in the home audience, I'm not ignoring you tonight. I'm just so happy there's people here. And I'm so grateful that you're watching. If this is something that you would like to support, please go to our website after the show is over. It is www.chriswilson.us, and you can support sort of keeping this musical train running and keeping this building open, and by making a donation there. There's a donation button, and you can just donate through PayPal, or if you'd like to send a donation the old-fashioned way, there's an address there as well. So thank you all so much for your continued support. I don't know if you guys have been watching the whole time. Do you remember how I could barely get that sentence out in the beginning? It was so hard because I'm like, oh, I hate talking about that kind of stuff, you know? Well, you know, it's interesting is that you start to think to yourself, well, you know, it causes you to really look at what you do, you know, and we sort of did. And we said, well, you know, I mean, I think we all sort of see what's going on in the world. There's some things going on outside, you know, these doors right now that they're sort of tough and tragic in some ways, and just, you know, I mean, we've just all been through a pandemic together, you know, trying to figure out what to lay your efforts, you know, what to put your efforts to, you know. So it was building this building, you know, we knew that that's something that God wanted us to do, and it seemed like it probably wasn't something that he wanted us to do, to just give up when the pandemic happened and just say, oh, well, we tried, you know. So we said, well, let's just, you know, going live with the cameras was just sort of, you know, I'm a singer, you know, God made me a singer, and to not do the thing that he wanted me to do was just, or that I was sort of made to do, was really hard. And then I just thought, well, we'll just turn these cameras on and see if anybody watches. You know, I don't know if it'll be meaningful to anybody. You know, I need to connect with you guys. I need to connect with everybody as much as you might want to hear what I have to sing. So, you know, and it's just been such a blessing to just discover all of these things that were otherwise undiscovered. These are parts of me and parts of my spirit, parts of my prayer life, parts of my relationship with God that I wouldn't have discovered otherwise, but for whatever happened over this last year and a half. And I'm sure that's probably the same with many of you, you know. If you could sort of take it in the right spirit, instead of this, you know, instead of feeling like it was like a boot on your neck, you know, think of it like, okay, well, this is a pause, so I can reflect on, lots of things. I can reflect on my relationship with others, my family, with the Lord, and maybe there's something better to come, you know. So at that moment was when I started being like, I said, okay, well, once a show, we're gonna talk or see if somebody wants to support it. I'm not gonna say, you know, try not to say it too much more than that. But I started feeling better about, well, you know, again, going back to worship being the work of your hands, like whatever it is you were designed to do, just do that thing, you know. And if it's worthy, then, you know, God will support it, or, you know. I look back at those early shows, I was so serious. I would talk to the camera and I would just sort of, very intense. And then Carrie started joining me, and then it became a bit more playful. She started making fun of me. Speaking of making fun of me, so, all right, so, it's a funny little story. So, I've told this once before. If you've watched the show, if you're dedicated watchers, you know what I'm about to say. So, I'm a big fan of Paul Simon and James Taylor, and at some point, so I love to Travis pick. Like this style of picking is that's how I play, and but I have a terrible time growing my fingernails, and when I do, they break, and I can't get that sound, and so I just happened to be, you know, messing around on YouTube, and I saw a video where James Taylor told the watcher how to put fake nails on his right hand, because he said he had to do it to go touring, because the same thing would happen to him. He'd play a couple of shows and his nails would break off, and I was like, I can do this. So I ordered the kit. So I'm sitting in my office there, like, I don't know how to do this. I got all the stuff, all of this, straight up, like, it's basically straight up a woman's manicure kit in every possible way. Like, and like just the whole package, because I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be like manly guitar sort of oriented nail kit, you know, that comes in like a steel box, and it wasn't. And so I get all my little stuff out, and so it comes with, it came with two different kinds of nails. And I only need like this much nail. Like I don't need a full, like, but I need like this much, like just this much past my finger to get the sound that I was looking for. And when I threw a couple on and I did it poorly, it sounded really good. I was like, all of a sudden I could do all of this stuff that I couldn't otherwise do, and I was just thrilled. I'm like, okay, so I got to figure out how to put these stupid things on, right? So there I am with my little manicure kit in my office, and so I put them on, and and I'm in there, and I'm buffing them and doing the whole thing, and I'm getting it right, and I'm like, man, that looks pretty good. I thought, and I'm like, that's not too bad, and then I'll just explain to every time someone looks at me that I'm a guitar player, and I have to do this. Anyway, yeah, I'm a guitar player, and I have to do this. So, you know, there I am, so I'm just whatever. And so I used the wrong, so there was two nails. There's two types of nails in this kit. Ones that were white and ones, or like opaque, and then ones that were completely clear, just clear. And I used the white ones by mistake. And so there I had just 3 beautifully manicured fingers in white. Which in my brain looked, I knew that it didn't look normal, but I was like, well, I guess that's just what it's going to look like. And so I sort of walk out, and I don't know, I was doing something. Carrie's like, what are we? And she said it was the best line that came out of the whole thing. She just went, your midlife crisis is weird. And I'm like, no, it's the guitar, and James Taylor, and Paul Simon, and I'm trying to figure out, and whatever. She's like, it doesn't look right. So I don't know, they're shiny, and they're like, it's not right. I'm like, I think it's right. No, it's fine. It's fine. So then we go over to my in-laws' house for dinner. They happen to be here tonight. So I'm sitting there, and I'm going on and talking about something, and I'm waving my hands all around. And my mother-in-law is looking at me. She's like, and she's not saying much. And then at some point, she's like, What's on your hand? Are you wearing nail polish on your right hand? And I was like, No, I'm not. I'm a guitar player in Paul Simon and Sting, and that's what they do. And we go through the whole thing. And so then Carrie's like, you got to do the clip. Anyway, so the long story is I finally figured it out, and I got the clear ones on tonight, and I'm picking. Sounds good, right? And you couldn't tell, right? That's why I wear the big tacky ring, so you look at that and not this. Although that might draw attention to this. So I don't know. See? Anyway, that was just a funny little story. I thought you guys might appreciate. I like to make myself look as ridiculous as possible. Your midlife crisis is weird. Because I also have a really questionable shirt in there that I haven't been able to wear yet. I can't show you. You're not ready. I know. I do. If you guys are good, I'll show you the shirt at the end of the night. And I'm just doing it to embarrass you, my darling. I've discovered that it's important to sing the songs like in a key that makes me a little bit scared about whether or not I can hit the notes, because that puts me in the right sort of frame of mind to trust the Lord. It's true, because I have no choice, but I have to. So I've been doing this lately. So I take the keys up, like, if I'm feeling like I push it up a half step, see what happens. Why me, Lord? What have I ever done to deserve even one of the pleasures I've known? Tell me, Lord, did I ever do that was worth loving you, or the kindness you've shown? Lord, help me, Jesus, I've wasted it. So help me, Jesus, I know what I am. Now I know that I've needed you. So help me, Jesus, my soul's in your hands. Tell me, Lord, if you think there's a way I can try to repay all I've taken from you. Maybe, Lord, I can show someone else what I've been through
myself on my way back to you. Lord, help me, Jesus, I've wasted it. So help me, Jesus, I know what I am. Now that I know that I needed you, so help me, Jesus, my soul's in your hands. Lord, help me, Jesus, I've wasted it. So help me, Jesus, I know what I am. Now that I know that I've needed you, so help me, Jesus, my soul's in your hand. Jesus, my soul's in your hand.
Thank you. A great Christopherson song. I got a request to sing this next one, but I mean, again, this is sort of, well, I mean, maybe some of you, like us, have felt sort of the call to pray for our country a bit, you know, with everything that's going on. And so anytime I sing something that might be otherwise sort of patriotic, I sort of give that to God as well, because we could use His guidance a little bit right now with so much of the tumult, as it were. And so I'm going to sing this one. Who requested this one? I know that you said it was for like a little guy, right?
Kathy requested it. And yeah, I don't know who for, but yeah, a little guy.
You said a little guy who likes to sing along or something?
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of rain, for purple mountains' majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesty above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Those songs are so fun to sing, like folk songs, you know? I mean, I've heard like military bands do them, I've heard like just everybody do them in various ways. And sometimes they're a little less powerful than others, usually when combined with some sort of, patriotic exercise, whether it's military or, I did that one time. I was singing at Vitale Park a few years ago. And I was just sort of playing, I was just sort of picking on a C chord. And I just started singing the national anthem. Now I just did it, I did it really, it was sort of an interesting thing because I did it because I was so moved by the language and tone that song could have in that way, like to just sing it like that. Like we're all just sitting here and I'm picking on a guitar and here's that song. Because sometimes when it's part of a ceremony, you don't always take it in the same way. But I actually got a letter from a serviceman after that who was very upset with me for doing that. Well, I sort of got it though, because the thing is, there is such a deep connection. And maybe it was naive of me to think that I could sort of separate, because I wanted to just let the song sort of stand on its own and see how people reacted to it, just sung like a song, free of whatever it was connected to. But you can't really, in the end, separate that. And it wasn't my intention to. I am someone who absolutely supports our military and just loves, and really, really loves this country. So I guess it was just the naive, person in me who just wanted to just really just take in the words from that song, so that, because again, it gets played a lot and you don't actually listen to it. You don't always hear the words, I don't know. It was actually a very respectful letter, but he was displeased. And I wrote him back. I didn't get a response to that one. Well, because actually I felt horrible, because I was like, the last thing I'd ever want to do, because I have a tremendous amount of respect for our military and what they do. And he was just like, you need to tell people to stand and take their hats off and put their hands on their heart. And, and I got that. I understood that point of view, so I wasn't. It's so strange. We're living in this day and age where it's like, I'm actually thinking about it right now and being really grateful that he and I were able to have that exchange, that he was in there, and because he said some really lovely things about my performance, but also said, I didn't really love that you did that. And other people, I got letters from other people who said, oh my gosh, I love that you did that. So sort of a strange, I sort of missed that dialogue when we could disagree and it was all cool. Maybe we'll get that back at some point. Well, I've got time for a couple more. Any special song that you'd like to hear tonight? A faith-driven song? I'll Fly Away. It is well with my soul. Done. See how we roll here? This is what happens for those of you who are just behind the camera tonight. When you come here, you get a little extra love. Just a little bit. And some of Carrie's baked goods. So it's worth it in a couple of different ways. Yeah. Carrie went with the strawberry tarts tonight. Right? It's just... You're very good. All right, so... Let's do it this way here. Talk amongst yourselves.
Actually, I have an announcement. Yeah. It's nothing crazy. I just wanted to let people know that there are new shows up that you can RSVP for June. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one of them is a tribute to Paul Simon. And I'm going to do that one again.
There's 2 songs of faith and 2 Wednesday nights now up that have seats available. So let's fill them up.
Some glad morning when this life is over, I fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. I will fly away. When the shadows of this life have gone, I'll fly away. Like a bird from prison bars has flown, I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away to a home where joy never ends. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Oh, how glad and happy when we meet. I'll fly away. No more cold iron shackles on my feet. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. I'll fly away.
They're holding up. All right, let's finish up with this one. I tell you, I am so grateful for all of you people. I really am. It just means so much to us that you come here and that you sort of reflect back to us this amazing spirit and support. It's just, it's more than I can put into words at times, though I always try. Oh, this one's a beaut.
When peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. Though Satan should buffet, though trials shall come, let this blessed assurance control that Christ has regarded my helpless estate and hath shed his own blood for my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. My sin, know the bliss of this glorious thought. My sin, not in part, but the whole, is nailed to the cross. I will bear it no more. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, oh my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. Oh Lord, haste the day when my faith shall be sight, the clouds be rolled back as the scroll, the trump shall resound, and the Lord shall descend. Even so it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul.
Oh, thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you all out there in our in the internet and the rest of the country and the world. We've been having some people watch lately from a lot of different countries and different states, and I just feel so blessed that we get to do this. Once again, if you'd like to support this, feel free to do that by going to our website now, which is www.chriswilson.us, and help us keep the music train chugging along. much love to everybody out there. We'll see you on Wednesday night, or yeah, I forget if it's Wednesday or Sunday. See you for Wednesday Night Live on Wednesday. Have a great night. God bless everybody. We'll see you next time.